After 3 months of absence, we are finally getting back into action. Gamers, I call upon you. Spectrum series is back. Let's do this. Are you ready for Spectrum series season 2? Let me hear your voice. Are you ready? Alright, what is going on, guys? Mauzy is back on the casting channel as we kick off Spectrum Series Season 2. This is episode number 1, and I am really excited to cast a best of 3 series. It's been almost 3 months since the end of Season 1. There's been a bonus content, but yeah, we are back on Inside and Out. Probably, I think this was from a CSO Contender that we couldn't cast, so I thought, why not open the season with a banger best of 3 series representing in the bottom left side of Inside and Out Team Centex. It's going to be Exit, the Terran player, and his opponent, the Protoss, representing Team Void. In the top right corner, it is Dopamination. So I'm really excited to see what these two guys, they are hovering around the 4K MMR as far as I know. Maybe Dopamination is a bit on the lower and well, Exit is a bit above that at the time of playing this. And we already see a really cheeky bunker on the side of Exit. We opened with some aggression. Of course, we had the core. I think it was core before Nexus, as far as I can tell. Now, I'm sorry, I am not exactly sure, since I never go by the timings. But yeah, there's going to be a Reaper scouting the whole place. The Nexus is going to see what's going on here, and we're going to see a pylon on the low ground as well as a battery. Most probably, barely not losing that Reaper. That would have been devastating on the side of Exit to go for that aggression and just fail on its face right away. Starcraft is going to be the follow-up, and we have a chrono on the Cyber Core chronoing that warp gate tech. Now the Adept is going to go out. Second Reaper approaching. What's going to be the follow-up? Factory is the follow-up, as well as a reactor on the side of Exit with a bunker on the low ground, while pressuring the shields of this Nexus, just being annoying as much as possible. Oh, the Stalker is barely not in range, I think. Almost. Okay. Ooh. I thought it's going to bounce the Stalker down to the low ground. That would have been cool. And honestly, wait, hold on a second. I don't see. Oh, there we go. Here's why we don't see any tech right away. Is this like a cancel? I'm not exactly sure. So Dopamination is not mining off of that natural base, while Exit is already preparing for a mine drop, if I'm not mistaken. And now a lot of Adepts are going to shade in. Ooh, let's see if Exit is going to close. Oh, he's not closing the ramp. This is a mistake by Exit, but there's a mine over here. A cheeky mine. Another one will come out, and these mines take out Adepts as fast as possible. A lot of SCVs are going to go down according to this early game. 5 SCVs already going down. 2 mines are burrowed. There's a mine somewhere in here, unburrowed actually. And now 1 Adept goes down, but these Reapers are still pressuring, and we already have a really intense early game over here. Let's see what's going to be the follow-up. This bunker is empty, now gets filled with Marines. Another mine will burrow. Oh, this is interesting. It's like the SCV shot, but of course you know that's not the case. The medevac is out already, and Exit is forced to put his workers on the low ground. And now this Adept is going to freely just reign free over here. And these Reapers still haven't been dealt with. This is actually super insane. Shield battery overcharge is being popped. A couple of Adepts are going to survive, and there's a Liberator. Of course, Adepts are not as microable as a Stalker, so there's no potential blink. You need time for that shade to finish. And he's not going to raise the ramp deep over there. And oh, this is a brutal start. I'm actually not sure. Let's see if the mine drop is successful, then we might just see. Oh, but Exit is not paying attention to this mine drop over here. And now it could be lost to these stalkers. Ooh, some of those burrow it. 7 probes go down. This is insane for Exit. He might just be in an okay position, in a playable one at least. Worker count is even right now. This mine is probably going to burrow. Do we have a factory? No, sorry, a armory. No armory as of... Wait, hold on. No, there's no armory as of now, so those mines are not cloaked after firing. There's a cheeky mine burrowed in here, and we see the first eBay getting down. We have 2 barracks being built here, and that's going to be 3 barracks in total. There's no 3rd CC on the way. This proxy hasn't been dealt with, and now the Liberator is just going to fall before these stalkers. What's the follow-up? There's no upgrade being researched at this position. I mean, at this time, to be fair. Okay. Whew. I can take a breather, but not for long. A lot of zealots are being warped in, but these are slow zealots. There's no charge being researched. I don't know if that was the plan here. Maybe these zealots are just going to be here to tank and make these marines just be needed to kite backwards pretty much. Stim and combat shield are being researched. There is a reactor on the factory, which means we could see mine production. I don't think it's going to be Hellions. That's not common in TVP. So there's a couple of Marauders here, which are dealing really nicely with the Stalkers. Ooh, but this bunker is going to go down. The SCVs were not in position to repair. One more SCV is going to go down. The depots are not going to be constructed. Let's see if we get the cancel on it. A couple of Marines are charging forward in the SCVs, but I don't think this is the good response to this, since the Zealots are going to go through these SCVs without any issues, and now the Stalkers can kite forever pretty much. There's no concussive shells on these Marauders, and this is a huge blow. There's still an even worker count, but I'm not sure. Maybe this threw Exit off enough. Armor supply wise, the Abomination still has a slight deficit, but the Stalkers are so microable at this point. And there's that proxy gate, which is kind of a good starting point for the Stalkers to be reinforced. Oh, doesn't really take out that Marauder. It takes 4 shots for a Marine to die. And we see more gateways coming down, charges being researched. There's a Robo, and there's no blink. We have an observer, and do we have an armory? I don't see an armory, and not even in production, so those mines are going to be kept visible after firing. And now we see the bread and butter of Marauders, the concussive shells. Also, it's one of the fastest researching upgrades, I think. At least for the Terran, I think is the fastest. There's like pretty much proxy 2 racks concussive shell Marauder builds. I think it's pretty much all-ins, but yeah, those research super fast. And ooh, and the Abomination was aware, I think. He's about to take a 3rd base, but I don't know if that's the best option here. Exit is going to fly out the 3rd CC. No 3rd Nexus even on the way. There's a couple of mines, so we see Marine Marauder Medevac mine. Mines being the factory units that are replacing the tanks at this position. At this point, rather. Now on powers 2 gateways, and there's a counterattack on this side. And it's going to be a recall force out of the Abomination. And let's see if this is going to be enough. A couple of probes are going to come down to tank for these Stalkers over here, but I'm not exactly sure. There's no shield battery powered on, so this could be the end of the game, honestly, or at least going to a base rate. But there's 28 probes falling, so I'm not sure if the Abomination can actually sustain this. He has 5 workers left. 36 probes go down. 3 workers left at this point. Oh my goodness, there's nothing. Oh no, there is nothing to Oh, this probe is going to go down. One worker left. One worker left. This is the only worker left. Has some minerals in it, but there's 30 minerals in the bank, and Dopamination is forced to call GG as he has no chances. Game 1 goes in favor of Exit. See you in game number 2. Back with game number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Gamers, what an epic game 1. And the map is actually epic as well. Kind of serves as the cheese map in the pool. And right away, let's start with the top left player, the Orange Terran, winning the last game. It's going to be Exit for Team Centex, and his opponent is going to be, once again, the Teal Protoss representing Team Void, Dopamination. So, I think Dopamination had the right ideas, putting pressure on Exit. That was extremely cool, I have to admit. I think there was a tiny amount of mistakes on the side of Dopamination, but yeah, I think the timing was kind of unfortunate. You don't really want to go in a base rate situation against a Terran, at least as far as I know. Both players are sending out their scouts, and we see the gas is being filled up. No double gas on the side of Exit, so we're going to see pretty much the most standard PDT, respectively TVP openers. I think Cybercore next after the Gateway, and then we're going to see the Nexus right after. I think that was the case last game as well. So let's see. CV is coming in and sees the Nexus going down, so no one base shenanigans could have happened. Okay, now Marine First is the name of the game for Exit this game. No Reaper. And I'm really curious if we're going to see a fake bunker or something. I don't think we'll see a fake bunker. It's not like a cannon rush, I think, at least. And he's actually not taking his second depot. I think it's going to take his second depot. Yep, there we go. Takes the second depot at the ramp. Pretty standard. Do we have a probe in here? There is no probe. Oh, sorry, my bad. The probe just went down in front of my eyes, but never mind. Just when I called Marine First. And I would like to see Dopamination open with a fast blink due to the ability to catch some of these short air distance drops. There's no slow zones. There's no any other issues for the Terran to just pick up a couple of mines, a couple of Marines, just get a doom drop, even with tanks, whatever. Just Liberator harass. You know, all the good stuff that Terran can do in terms of harassment. So bunker goes down, which means it's going to be pretty standard. Another mine. Wait, once again, it's going to be a mine drop, which is kind of expected, and I think that's the most standard. Pretty much. I don't want to say coin flippy, but you can call it coin flippy on the lower end, since you can accidentally micro it awfully and still take a mineral line if your opponent doesn't pay attention. And after that, it's like a walk in the park. I think you just win the game. So it's pretty much like the Disruptor, high risk, high reward, because you can just micro these a bit and get away with it, or you can micro them to death pretty much, and you would just suffer in terms of macro. I think at least I don't really see players below like Diamond go for mine drops usually, or if they do and the Protoss just holds like without any issues whatsoever, like losing a single probe for example for that mine, or two probes, like one probe for each mine. Ooh, and this is going to fly right above the Zelnaga Tower's vision. So Oh, he's even going to see it with the pylon. Ooh, exit doesn't pay attention once again, but now it's not really disturbed here. Oh, and this could be big. It's going to take out one of those mines. Nicely done by Dopamination. And they're trying to take out the second mine as well. Oh, bear. Oh no. Oh. Ah. All right. I guess it's not the end of the world. Gets the medevac, gets both mines. So this is a big fail on the side of exit. But now we see the well, I think it's a faster stim and combat shield, especially because last game it was delayed. So I don't really mind this, but we also see a super fast compared to last game, of course. It's not the fastest that we can see at third base being thrown down at. We have 3 gases. What's the follow-up? We have blink. There's no charge coming up. There's no... Oh, there is a robo. I'm sorry. My bad. And we see a robo base, so... Colossus stack is going to be the choice, most likely. I don't think... I would say I don't think any other option is viable, but sometimes we see disruptors. So that could be a thing. That could be a thing. There's some crazy Protoss players who just go disruptor drop after a standard opening because Terrans don't expect anything at that point. But we see the Forge as well, so I'm thinking Colossus here. We'll see as this little thing finishes here, as I call it, the thingy. Alright, I want to see this unit. Come on, Mr. Dopamination. Show me what your tech unit option is going to be. Is it a disruptor? Oh, no. Hold on. Never mind. We see the... as I think it was Pig who called it. The Colossus Viagra upgrade. Okay, extended thermal last. Oh, but this is a big catch on the side of exit. Oh, these stalkers cannot really run away from here. Oh, it's going to go down. GGXD. And the F in the chat. Oh my goodness. Spicy stuff. Exit takes it 2-0 over Dopamination. Wins the series. Whew, that was some spicy shenanigans over there. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. Special shout outs to CSO Esports. As always, love you fam. And I hope I'll see you in the next one. If you're interested in more of these, click the subscribe button, click the like, comment what would you like to see, what you did like, what you didn't. And yeah, that's going to be it. I was Mauzy. This was MauzyCasts. This is Spectrum Series Season 2. We're back, baby. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.